Hi, I'm Valerie and welcome back to Now Gardening. I'm so excited to be here with you today because today I'm going to finish up my new and improved no-dig area. If you saw my recent video on no-dig gardening, you might remember that I told you that I was going to revamp my no-dig garden to address some of the problems that I had last year. So I've been working on this with the help of my husband and son, and today I'm going to finish it up as I tell you about the improvements that we've made and also what I'm hoping to achieve by these improvements. Also, I'm really happy because I've already had one small success, which I'll share with you towards the end of the video, along with what I'm doing to continue that success. Unfortunately, no dig does not necessarily mean no shoveling, so let me get started shoveling here as I take you through what improvements we've done. The no dig area that is always being dug in by, like I said, I thought it was a fox. I think we've got the proof now because it looks like a chicken got eaten here overnight. To address the problem of erosion due to the heavy rains that we get from time to time here, I had decided to reinforce the beds. First, we cleaned up and prepped the old no-dig area by removing the log and other makeshift pieces of wood that I had put in place over last summer in order to keep it from washing out. Next, we went through old scraps of wood and picked out ones that looked to be the least damaged.
This one's bigger than both of them, I think.
These came from an old deck that had been replaced. Perfect. Afterwards, we cut them down using my handy dandy Bosch electric circular saw. Of course, anytime my son is helping, we have to take a few moments out for play. Let's see those taekwondo skills. Nice. And we carried them out to the garden for assembly. This was a super simple DIY. We lined up the boards roughly by eye, drilled holes, and screwed them in. The only tool here was my electric drill / screwdriver, and I literally scavenged the screws from around the house and garage. This is easily a one-person project, but we did it together, and it took about a half an hour, including scavenging for the wood and the screws. So this is going to be really great because this is going to help prevent erosion, and it's also going to allow me to build these beds a little bit higher than they were last year. It's still going to be a no-dig area, but you see here that I'm going to have to trench it in a little bit right there because it's sitting on top of the old no-dig area. As you can see here, this is much more level than it was before. Let me get down here to where I just dug it out. Sitting nicely in that little dip now, and then I'm going to have another one of these that I extend here. So I just need to get those cut and put in place. For the first bed, it already had a lot of leftover soil in it, so I simply mixed in new soil, and that was it. For the second no-dig area, the one that I'm finishing up today, I really started from the beginning. I laid down cardboard to kill off the grass and weeds, we framed in the area, and then we started filling it in. The first no-dig area, I simply use bags of garden soil that are for an organic garden. This is what I typically use for all my raised beds here. Whereas the second one, we got a load from our local tree farm, which is also supposed to be enriched with compost from a local market farm or vegetable produce place. Look at this hard working. Gardening is not all just a bunch of bags of soil, for goodness sake. The color is beautiful and it's nice and light. I'm crossing my fingers that it grows well because it was so much cheaper than the bag soil that I get from the garden store, and it doesn't require the plastic bags that I hate. There are some pieces of wood that haven't fully composted yet, along with some hard bits that appear to be clay. So fortunately, I don't have many for the amount that we bought. We bought 1 ton, and so I'm really coming down to the end of the load right now. We've already filled in some other parts of the garden. So this has kind of got the stuff that's settled to the bottom, which does include a little bit more of the hard bits that I'm gonna have to separate out. But overall, we're pretty happy with this load so far. So I'm almost finished up now, but remember at the beginning of the video where I told you about that success that I've already had in my new improved no-dig area? Well, Since I got the first no-dig bed finished, that's been about 3 weeks now, I have not had one single animal digging in it at night. If you remember, this was a big problem for me, where I was having foraging animals digging in the bed about every other night. So this is a huge success. I'm not sure if they're just thrown off by the boards that are framing the no-dig area now, or what. I'm sure this is temporary, so I'm not going to count on that good luck to continue. So taking Patricia in Cube's advice, and I'll link her channel down below, taking her advice from one of her videos, I have actually bought some solar powered fairy lights. So I'm going to string these up around the no-dig area and hopefully dissuade any kind of nighttime foragers from deciding to use my no-dig garden as their foraging area. So that's it for my easy, improved no-dig garden. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you maybe picked up some ideas for your own no-dig area, and I hope to see you back again next time. Thank you. Bye.